As it turns out, social media is actually not really all that profitable. There are a few companies that can do well with it, but seemingly some of the largest ones, despite years in business, have never actually turned a profit. Yet, despite this fact, those companies are still worth billions of dollars. According to CNBC, Pinterest is worth $3 billion, despite the fact the company has never made a profit. Twitter is 7 years old, yet in the last quarter, it lost $64.6 million. This is on top of the fact that the company has never made a profit. Yet, the company's estimated value is $22 billion. Right now, Facebook is trading at a valuation of about 100 years of earnings, and the company is estimated to be about $115 billion. Thus, the question is before us: how can these companies be so valuable if they're actually not profitable? To answer this, first we need to look at why these companies are so unprofitable. Primarily, this is because of bandwidth cost, which can be extremely high. Usually, this is the highest cost of operating social media. After that, labor is relatively cheap in comparison. Company digital infrastructure is also rather high. This needs to be only the best of the best equipment, because even a single hour of downtime can cost an exorbitant amount of money. Facebook doesn't actually make money. Facebook makes money off of advertising, which is not what Facebook actually does. This is very similar in the way that the phone company sells your personal information to make money sometimes. This is not what those companies were designed to do. These companies provide a service. That service is actually not profitable. Thus, the only revenue they get is from advertising. Now, advertising requires very little effort on the part of, say, Pinterest or Twitter or Facebook, meaning they don't really have to do much in the way of labor. But they also don't get much money from those advertisements. Now, there are exceptions, of course. YouTube makes an extraordinary amount of money. Now, the reason they're able to do that is because they have such a high volume. They have so many views, and they have such a huge saturation of ads. I mean, the bloody ads are absolutely everywhere. So it can be profitable to some degree, but with something like Twitter or Pinterest, it really doesn't generate that much at all. So if advertising is the only source of revenue and they're not turning a profit, how can these companies be worth billions of dollars? The answer lies in the market itself. These companies don't actually turn a profit, yet everybody knows they have millions upon millions, tens of millions, or in the case of YouTube, hundreds of millions of people are looking at it, are using this service. So there is a potential somewhere to make a lot of money, but nobody knows where that is. It's that potential that people are banking on. The potential to make money is why these companies are so valuable. In the meantime, until they figure out how to make that money, they subsidize themselves with advertising revenue. This means the potential for profitability is worth more than actual profitability. What's profitable? Not being profitable. So what is this all about? Well, it's about good old-fashioned capitalist risk. People throw in their money at a particular time hoping that it will become valuable in the future. Some people are going to get on it on the ground floor. They're going to make a lot of money when it finally explodes into pure profitability. And then again, maybe in the future it might not. This is just the same old risk assessment that we have in capitalism all the time, even if they have no idea what it is they're investing in. I could bring up the fact that billions upon billions of dollars are being wasted in this questionable investment when it could be used to solve things like world hunger or global inequality, but, you know, that's just not as profitable. Thank you for watching. Go ahead, rate, comment, subscribe, share on various social media, and if you want, there's some other great content here you could check out.